central to your letter of disbandment, and I think you had very briefly touched on it in your engagement this morning with Commissioner Baloyi. And this, I think you termed them human rights abuses, the reports that you had received of human rights. And you deal with that from page 26.
Yes, correct.
At paragraph 73, you list a number of complaints and the persons that complained, and you summarize basically the essence of the complaint. And these are some of the complaints that informed you that the best course to take was to disband.
Correct.
Now, and I think yesterday you did indicate that they are more HR in nature. Did I understand you correctly?
I said HR and
yes,
and other practices that are not. There's something that I qualified.
Okay.
Further qualification.
I accept that. Thank you. But I see all of these persons listed here in 73 are police officers.
Yes, on the list.
Now, insofar as HR matters are concerned, I would expect subs to have a grievance procedure or process with all its appeal stages.
Yes.
And at no stage would the minister be involved. It's internal within the subs organization. Would I be correct in my assessment?
I do indicate, and I did indicate yesterday, in case by case, for instance, with regard to number one, it went beyond National Commissioner directly to me in terms of the grievance, and I referred it back. In fact, we had a discussion with National Commissioner on that, and we ended up allocating it to Deputy Minister Matale, who dealt with it, and until it was finalized, as is indicated there. So there are those instances where things like grievances or complaints would involve us. I must say that. Well, not by way of escalating a complaint or a grievance, I would say so. So this is one of them, and the others that follow.
My concern is this, Minister, only appropriate I shared with you. SAPS is a very large organization.
Yes.
And I think the workforce is well over 20,000. It's a significant organization, and one would expect in an organization like that there'll be systems and processes to deal with issues, some of which may in fact be reflected in regulations.
Yes.
And they dictate how members should engage with grievances or issues they require address.
Yes.
And the only way the system will operate and function and serve the organization is if everybody adheres to a determined process.
Yes.
And looking at what the ranks, Lieutenant General, Major General, Lieutenant General, above these people, there is still the National Commissioner, who is the General. The part I struggle with is where the minister gets involved in a matter involving a Major General within SAPS, on HR matters, where that problem hasn't run its course through the organizational systems. How do you justify the minister's involvement?
Those matters would have run, as I know, they did run their course. At the end of the course, as prescribed, as you described it, then the person wants to make an appeal or is not satisfied with that course having run its course. And then it comes to us. We don't invite it. You don't say anyone with a grievance, come to me. They come to you. You then go to the National Commissioner. You say, there is this thing that I'm coming across, as we did. what is this? And he explains and he says, we dealt with this matter, but this person was not satisfied. You call the person, you say, your matter was dealt with. You are still not satisfied. What's the problem? That's when I then asked Deputy Minister Matale to work with the National Commissioner and other officials